Welcome back to Legacy of Leaders. I'm your host, Suzie Becker, and I'm here with Adela Hittell from Project Human Inc. Good morning, Adela.
Good morning, my love.
How are you today?
I'm fantastic, and you?
Very well. What's interesting, though, is that we ask that question to most people most days, and I don't know if we really stop and pay attention to the answer. Is that sort of along the path of what Project Human is talking about?
100%. Project Human is about the individual identity, and not in a sense of, I like this, I am this. It's about the spiritual portion of it. It's removing all labels and finding how you as a human being function, you as yourself today. For example, Adela. It's not Adela as Adela's here and she's doing this. It's I woke up this morning as a human being. I took a breath. I prayed. I wished upon the stars. I took care of my family. I took care of my home. I made decisions that were beneficial to myself. I had to be accountable. I had to be responsible. And all of that I had to learn how to do.
But I'm just curious. Tell me, how does Project Human actually help make those things happen? This is all outside. So I make a donation to Project Human, a 501c3 non-for-profit. Where does that money go, and what do you do with it?
We put it in the community. We put it in creative projects. We've already completed 2, Rebirth and Checkmate.
Tell me about those.
Yeah, both of them are all about this, what I just said, about the individual growth and bringing the community together. So arts is an important part about what we do in expressing for mental health, right? And with that, the community's involvement and their opinion, their view on what mental health is on their individual level is so important. So with these project, Rebirth Project was my personal one first, to shave my head and everything to create this, and it was about suicide awareness. Because I talked about my own suicide attempt. I talked about what it means, like what it feels like, what it's like to be in that mind at the time when somebody's there, and so how one overcomes.
Got it. So you're sharing your human experience in a way for more of us to feel less alone.
Yes.
You're de-siloing communities by actually leaning into the discomfort of some of those subject matters that we really don't want to talk about out loud. So Rebirth talked about suicide awareness. What was the second project?
Checkmate was about hope and about the ability for us to reclaim our own life and chessboard. It happened during COVID, December of 2020. Right, this is when it was shut down of everything.
Right.
So in October, I was like, I have to breathe. Like, I have to breathe. So I called onto my team and I said, hey, I have a team of artists that I work with, and I said, I have an idea. I need you to help me bring this to life, and how do we involve the community? So with about 35 people and businesses, we were able to, in 17 hours, create a music video and reach out to the band to give us the permission and get their rights, create a music video where it talks about the individual anomaly on a chess piece, and how pawns and how we're sacrificed in one ways, or how we have to find how our identities in this world of life, and what it means to be one or what it means to be all. And when a king sacrifices himself for something, which is what our story was about, is the king sacrificing himself for the people. That's not what chess is about. And I was like, no, the pawn becomes the victor. The human level comes out, and we have to share that. And so it was in a sense of taking the stigma of and this block of square, saying this is a square, and going like, well, I'm going to turn it into a circle and figure out how to make this a unity, a connection, or something that's not just this little box.
So it sounds to me like your specialty, your superpower, your magic is in collaborating and activating a community of both artists, innovators, and creatives with the people who need the assistance, the outlet the most.
100. On our set, really quick, we had the youngest was 17 years old, or 16 at the time. The oldest was 75.
Wow.
Right.
So you're developing communities that are multi-generational, multi-approach, de-siloed, and that's how we can kind of look at each other's stories, and instead of saying this divides us, we're all sharing the same personal connection.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Where can we find more information about Project Human Inc.?
On our social medias, Project Human Inc., Think, PHINC-ing.org, thinking.org. And any of our, if you look up Adela Hittell as well, that pops up in there. So Project Human, Think, a new way to think. That's our tagline.
Oh, I love
you pop
it.
that in and you'll see us right up there.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being here.
you, love.
And if you want to find out more about Adela Hittell and Project Human Inc., you can check out iwannabuzz.com.